What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with more Konosuba. Now, today's video is probably going to kind of be like a no-brainer for some of the people that have been playing this for the past week, but being that the game is so incredibly new, I do kind of want to talk about this to save some people who are maybe getting into the game now or getting into the game later on down the road a huge amount of time. So let's just quickly talk about the free quests right here. These are an interesting addition to the game. They're extremely, I mean, super important. So much so, I have probably in the past 48 hours burned through, I don't know, 700, 800 skip tickets alone. Just grinding out stuff for Battle Arena and the current troll event, trying to upgrade my units. Now, the free events basically are very simple. This is where you get all of the major upgrades for your units, okay? Now, first things first, when you first enter this area, you need to do something every single solitary day. You see the Xpquest up there, it says challenge, you get 2 passes on that every single day. Now, I'll go in here and it won't quite let me run this, but basically daily you can go in here, you can run 2. Basically, the first time you run it, you run beginner, second time you run intermediate, then on day 2, you run advanced and you run ultimate. There's a pitfall to this that I'm going to warn you guys about because I did it today without realizing it. But let's just kind of cover this. So you get like 2 runs a day. It pays out really, really, really well. You need to make this part of your daily routine because if you haven't been like crazy grinding upgrades on your units, one day you will. And one day you'll realize that Eris is incredibly important. It is such an amazing commodity. So if you haven't quite gotten there yet, if you haven't run out of Eris yet, if you haven't felt that pain, I'm telling you right now, you need to go in here every day and you need to run that twice a day. You only get 2 runs of that bad boy. Now, if you're over here page 2, there is an Xpquest here, but that one there seems to pay out a little bit more. Now, maybe that's just my perception, but neither here nor there. It is twice a day. It is solo, and it is limited, so make sure you take advantage of it. Same with Xpquest. Literally the same exact idea. You get 2 runs a day. First 2 runs are going to be beginner and intermediate. Day 2, you're going to run advanced and ultimate. Now, obviously, with both of these, every single day afterwards, you just want to run ultimate. You don't want to run anything more than that. If I go into ultimate here, it'll actually tell me that's not ultimate. Thank you so much. So if I go into ultimate here, now, it won't let me run it. It'll tell me right here whether I've got 0 runs left. Won't even let me use skip tickets. And in fact, I would say, personal opinion, I wouldn't blow skip tickets on this. I would save as many skip tickets as you can because it's 2 runs. Just run them like, hit the run button, walk away from it for 30 seconds. Come back, it'll be done. So, the main thing you want to look at here is treasure in the center. Now, it tells you at the top which villains you're going to be facing, what your treasure is going to be, and your rewards. Now, rewards really only happen like once, but treasure, after you fight every single fight, there's going to be a little treasure box that drops down, and it's going to include basically your swag for beating this event. So that's the main thing you want to look at, is that treasure. In this case, it's those potions that you use to upgrade units. And once again, it's something that if you do a lot of upgrades like I have been the past 48 hours, you're going to run out quickly. So once again, you got to run this every single day. Unfortunately, it won't let me run 2 right now, but here in just a few moments, when we do have reset, I'll get 2 more runs, and I'm going to make it a point to come in here and run both of those as soon as it's available. Now, and we'll talk about the ultimate versus the other levels here in a moment. I know I talked about that in a previous video, and I pinned a comment on there. I'm going to make an updated video to that, but we're also going to correct it here. You always want to run ultimate, but we'll get to that here in a moment. Now, the third one up here that is says challenge, and it's limited. You get 2 runs a day. Today I have Relic Quest. Now, every single day we are going to have something a little bit different. But you're going to get like a limited number of runs on this bad boy. You're going to want to make sure you take advantage of this just completely, right? Now, today's Relic Quest, and I don't know quite the order, but some days it'll be it's always Relic Quest. But today it's those gems, those potions. Some days it is the manuscripts. Some days, let's go back here. It is going to be the slates. So literally day by day by day, it changes out. So you want to make sure that when you go in here and you go to free quests, that you always run those. Now, like I said, today is, and I forget what those are called, elixirs. Tomorrow, let's find out. Let's back up a little bit. So elixirs are Thursday. So Friday will be, most likely, assuming it goes in order, which it should be, it'll be gems. Now, notice I haven't run gems yet. I don't have any units that need gems at the moment, though we'll get to this here in just a second. Now, you will notice one big problem, one major problem that I've kind of created for myself, and this is that pitfall I was talking about. A lot of times when you get used to just running these events, you'll just hit rerun. Like when I run it manual, I just hit rerun. That's a mistake I made today on the Relic Quest. The daily Relic Quest, you get 2 of these bad boys. I accidentally hit rerun. It's an easy mistake to make. I'm sure if you haven't made that mistake, you probably will at some point. Problem is it reran beginner. So that means next week when this opens up, I'm going to have to run intermediate and advanced, and I won't have ultimate for another week and basically 2 weeks. So make sure you don't hit replay if you're running the lower levels. Make sure you always go out and go back in for your first couple of runs. Now, every single run after this, like basically after that, I finally unlock ultimate, every single run after that, absolutely you can. You can 100% just hit rerun because you always want to run the ultimate. And I guess that is a great segue in to what I mean by that. So if I go here to the scroll quest, okay? Or sorry, manuscript quest. If I click on beginner, it's going to tell me here in the rewards, remember we talked about the foes versus the treasures versus the rewards. If I look at those treasures, some of those things might be things that I'm looking for. So case in point, you can actually click on it, it will tell you the information on it. So there's a normal manuscript, there is a rare manuscript, and there is an ancient manuscript. And of course, if you get a gold chest, it's going to drop a silver chalice. Now, if you're just looking for these, you could run this, but a better option is to always run the ultimate. Now, why do I say that? Because if I go up here, ultimate says it's got ancient is the lowest, then master, and then grandmaster. But you can actually run this. In fact, let's run it real quick and just see what we get. You can actually run through this, and you can get the rare manuscripts. You can get any number of things. So basically, and this was an early mistake that I made, and the main reason I want to focus on this, because even though, so there's a silver chest. Let's see if we get a gold chest. I hope we really do. I mean, A, I'd love the rewards from it, but B, that's another talking point we can discuss. Silver chest. So, let's just see what happens here. Come on, gold chest. Gold chest! Basically, the gold chests drop extra things, so that's the main reason that I want that to happen. But, yes, perfect. So, gold chest, that's excellent. All right. So, if I hit next, we got some affinity out of that too. Nice. I guess we'll have to do a video on affinity. So, right here, the legendary chalice. This actually dropped from that gold chest. And what's really nice here is if you're looking for a specific number, it'll say owned 11. That's how many of these legendary chalices I actually have in inventory. So when you go to use those, you know immediately. But remember, when I said normal manuscripts weren't listed, it dropped a normal manuscript. In fact, it dropped 4 of them. It dropped 3 of the rare manuscripts. So let's go back out here and let's look at the listed rewards. All right. So let's go back to ultimate. Yeah, go away. I don't want you right now. Go away. All right. So notice that treasures, it only lists the higher end stuff, but it does show the legendary chalice. So when I get the gold, and whenever you have one of those red ribbons over there, in fact, this one says, it's so hard to read what it actually says there. But basically, there's several different types of ribbons that I can have on there. Some of those are for the first reward. Typically, when you're running these, that red ribbon typically means that it's going to be a legendary item, an item that only drops from the gold chests. So notice the silver chests dropped basically the other stuff. In fact, silver chests dropped some of the lower end items. But even though it only lists ancient manuscripts, master's manuscripts, grandmasters, and the golden chalice, you will notice that the items we got were basically the intermediate rewards, normal and rare, and the silver chalice. Now remember, it actually dropped the silver chalice without a gold chest. It dropped that out of just a general silver chest on that level. Now, silver chalice would be a gold chest drop on this level, but we got several of those and we only got one gold chest. So you can actually get some of these really, really, really sweet rewards literally just by running ultimate. So really, despite what this says, that's like the maximum. So when you're actually running these free quests, remember, always run the ultimate if you can help it. Now, there are situations in which running the lower end ones might actually help, but in 99.9% of situations, you really want to run the ultimate. So that was a big mistake I made in my unit upgrade video. I will do modifications on that down the road, but for now, just to understand that is simply the facts. So that's the manuscript quest. Now, you will notice we have, like I said before, we have manuscripts, we have the slates, we have the books, Grimlores, we have, obviously, like I said, the elixirs, we have, I believe these were these gems, we have crystals, and then, of course, we've got, general heiress and potions. Now, what do each one of these do? Well, these are items that you need in order to upgrade your units. So, if we go into team, and we go into party, let's just say for the sake of argument, actually, I'm not even going to go to party. I'm just going to go back here to team, and I'm going to go to enhanced members. Because I've got quite a few members that have, no levels in it whatsoever. So let's just grab somebody at random here. So you'll notice that these potions here, these are what I use to upgrade my unit. Now, my goal here is to get this unit up to level 30. That's what I have unlocked at the moment. But if I go up here to promote, it's going to tell me that I need how many normal crystals? 20 normal crystals, and I have 45. So I could actually promote this unit. I'm not going to right at the moment. Well, I'll just do one for the sake of it. Once I do this, it's actually going to upgrade that unit to level 35. Most of the time, you get about 5 levels until you get to level 50, and then you get 10 levels to get to level 60. And each time you upgrade, it requires more and more and more of the item. Eventually, it's going to require several different things. So let's grab a... Okay. So she's level 30. Let's actually find somebody else. I'm looking for... I don't think I have a 4-star to update, do I? Oh, she's level 60. Union. There we go. She's level 30. So Union here is a 4-star. You can tell that because she's got the rainbow banner. But if I actually went to her information anyway, it would show 4 stars there. But if I wanted to promote her, get her up to level 35, notice that takes 40 of the books. A little bit more. But if I promote her, now, on this next level, to get her up to level 30, to get her up to level 40, it requires 50 of those books. And then, come on, go back. Where's Union? Come on, Finger. Why would you do this to me? Okay. Requires the rare Grimlores, 30 of the rare Grimlores, and the silver chalice. 10 of those silver chalices, in fact. Now, I just happen to have farmed this up so much that I've got most of that stuff. I just need to get the rare Grimlore. But neither here nor there. Notice it upgrades pretty quickly when you've got upper echelon units. The 2 stars, fairly easy to come by. Most of the items are fairly low. 4 stars, they get more demanding. So it really comes down to the rarity of the unit that you are upgrading. But the free quests really are where you're going to get 99.9% of that. And you actually will get a lot of the stuff as drops when you're just generally, if we go here to quest and we go to main quest, as you're running the main quests, you will actually get those as random drops in each one of these. In fact, it should show you if I just go in here, let's say chapter 519, and see what this drops. All right, perfect. So it shows, what is this? Gold ore, which I would actually probably need for weapons more than units. Scroll anti-haze amulet, so that's actually a defensive amulet. So, sea dragon scale. Once again, this is all crafting stuff. But it can also drop other things. It could drop elixirs. It could drop a few other items. It's capable of dropping quite a bit of stuff. Now, let's go back here for a moment. And let's go to team. Okay? And we're going to go back to enhanced member. And I'm just going to grab somebody completely at random. Okay? So, Dust. If I need to promote Dust and I don't have the item, I can always click on here and it'll tell me that I can get it from free quests or main quests. If there's specific locations where you can get it, you can also click on that location and it will pull it up. But this will always show you. If you click on the item, whether or not you have the item, once you click here, it will not only tell you what it is, it will also tell you how many you need up there. I need 25, and it will tell me where I can acquire them. And notice it shows the free quests. So if I click free quests, it just takes me right to the Relic Quest to acquire what I need. So that's free quests, guys. Pretty straightforward stuff. Now, I would personally say when it comes to the vast majority of your skip tickets, save most of them for these Relic Quests. Most of them. I would definitely run the daily stuff like just hands-on just to save some skip tickets because, like I said, upgrading all my units. Now, to be fair, I've got 2.5, I'd say, teams that have been upgrading to level 60, and you're probably not going to do that on the regular. I've just been trying to bum rush it so we can do some more, basically some more videos and some more content. But honestly, and this is truly honest, you can burn so many skip tickets in here. So rather than doing 6 skip tickets a day up there, which doesn't seem like a lot, I'd rather burn those 6 skip tickets on one of these trying to get what I need out of there. And believe me, you can burn them fast because every upgrade also will, every promotion and weapon upgrade is going to cost you Eris. Since you've only got 2 over there, you're going to find yourself running this Eris quest quite a bit early game. Now, later game, I'm sure most of us are going to have enough Eris, but we're really talking about early game here. So make sure you save those skip tickets because believe me, when they're gone, and you're not going to be enjoying that. That's kind of the video, guys. This is just a 101 level on free quests to help you understand this, to help maximize your efforts in this. If you have any questions, post them in the comment section down below. If I missed anything up, definitely let me know because I would like to improve this, not just for myself, but also for the general community. Because let's face it, it's a brand new game. We're still trying to build the community and still trying to get this going. So every bit of constructive criticism helps out not only myself, but also everybody else watching this video. So if you have input, let us know. Other than that, if you enjoyed it, hit the little like button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.